What's going on, everybody? Another video about toxic females and how they are saying that all good things must come to an end. Now, I get that that's a saying for a lot of things, but if it is what I think it is, you're setting the relationship up for failure, and I just don't know why. But we're gonna see how this is gonna play out. With that being said, let's get this started.
Yeah. Ooh, my nickname about to be Urhe. Oh. Every relationship has an ending, and
Jesus
I just know.
Christ.
Facts.
You're in a great relationship. You're happy.
am, but I know I'm just also like preparing myself for it to end because
let's talk about this.
All good things come to an end.
Let's talk about this.
What? Why would you be preparing for it to end? So are you looking for a way out? Are you trying to self-sabotage? Like, I don't really understand that dynamic very well.
Toxic?
Yes. As fuck. And self-sabotaging, self-deprivating. Like, why?
I know. I'm one of those that, unfortunately, I think a lot of women do it. I mean, also because I was a ghoster. It didn't matter how much of a hoe I was. If a nigga pissed me off, I ghosted him. And so right now, being that I am in such a good relationship, I'm like, he just gonna stop answering my texts one day. He just gonna leave. Like, and a part of me has been almost preparing myself because I know that if I'm this high in how I'm feeling, that's how low I'm gonna feel when it ends. And so a part of me has been trying to just dead it before I get to where I have to feel a heartbreak.
That's setting yourself up for failure. Who goes in with that kind of mindset? Well, she did say that she used to be a hoe, so I guess that's where it comes from, but that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So basically, you just don't want to have a good relationship. You are currently in one, but you're looking for ways for it to go south so you can just be the one who can just end it. What?
I know, but
that's not toxic. That's a trauma response.
No, that's toxic. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't dress it up. Don't do any of that. That's toxic. That's not a trauma response. She's about to self-sabotage her relationship, and she's looking for anything to be a trigger to be the first one to end it as opposed to be the one being dumped. Terrible take in terms of doing that.
That's really just like you're afraid. You want to be the one to leave. You don't want to be the one to get left.
Facts.
That's a trauma response.
Facts. And I mean, when we really be liking these,
that's some abandonment shit.
We really want to be here forever. I mean, at least that's how I feel right now.
That's how you feel right now.
I would want to be with him forever.
Also, in all fairness to you, though, you've also been the type of person that's not really been interested in long-term, fully committed, monogamous. You're unconventional with your approach to relationships and love, which is great because it works for you.
No, if it works for you, you wouldn't be thinking this then. If it works for you, you would just be a hoe and not be in any type of long-term relationship. Since it's so foreign to you and you're thinking that it's gonna end pretty soon, how do you have a healthy relationship? Like, how? I just don't get it. How?
It's an exhibit of extreme growth. I think that's extreme growth on your part in evolution.
I also just feel like I'm real quick to call bitches delusional in their relationships. And so to me, I approach relationships with logic. Like, okay,
that's the Libra in you.
All people have seasons. It's gonna end, and when it comes to an end, but also I'm a control freak.
Yes.
Like, outside of being a dom and really just wanting to control the bedroom, I'm also just a control freak. So I feel like I want to be in control of my emotions. I want to be in control of when I feel hurt, and I don't want to give that, kind of responsibility or to someone else. I don't want to allow somebody to hurt me. If I'm hurt, I want to be like, all right, bitch, you prepared yourself for this, so you're going to be hurt for a little bit, but then you're going to move on because there's more fish in the sea. And
that's the control.
I kind of pet myself, though, as far as like, all right, don't cry over these niggas that's mad other ones. You can find someone else. If he treated you well, someone else, his dick is good, but you've had other good dick. And I'm already just prepping myself like, okay, I can find this feeling in someone else.
Stay a hoe. There's nothing else to it. Just stay a hoe. You really shouldn't be in a long-term relationship. Just continue to be a hoe because you're just looking for anything to go south and you're like, I'm gone. Deuces. Guys, if you ever meet a girl that's like this, stay the hell away. Just stay the hell away.
It's a fucked up way to think, but yeah, I'm already just preparing myself to go through pain and to go through with moving on before that even comes. It sucks. I know. Welcome to the Libra overthinker way of living life.
I mean, it's not terrible. I'm on the polar opposite side of the spectrum. I'm an Aries, so I'm impulsive as fuck. So I'm usually like, okay, everything's on fire, everything's fine. It's like, whatever, we'll figure it out. And it's like, nah, bitch, sit down for a second, think this through, don't get crazy. Like, I react impulsively, so I don't prepare myself for any of that dark shit. I don't prepare myself for it at all. In fact, I'm a happy-go-lucky romantic person, so I'm off the rip just like, oh my God, this is so great, and we're gonna get married and have matching cars and be really cute and in love and romantic, and it may not be that. I'm the person.
Right.
I'm the girl that falls in love with the idea of love first. Typically,
That's most women.
yeah, it is.
We get into we'll meet a guy and we like the idea of him or the idea of what we can be. And I mean,
but I don't like the idea of him. Like, I'm the girl that when I was younger, I thought about my wedding, right? I planned my wedding. I was like, I'm going to get married in a castle, and this is going to be my bridesmaid. These are my bridesmaid colors, and these are my bridesmaids, and this is the type of flower I want. I had all of that shit planned and didn't even think about the groom. Like, fuck the groom. He just gonna show up in a suit. I don't give a fuck who he is. Just get up there. Just stand there. Wait for me. Where's the band?
And I think that's the problem with dating, though. We have this idea of a relationship, and unfortunately, we try to make a man fit our idea of the relationship without focusing on, is this man right for me? Do we mesh? Are we good together? And that's where we end up in these toxic back and forths. Or we know a man, we see all the red flags, but we still want this idea of a relationship. So we're gonna make any man, what do you always say? Circle, peg.
Square peg, circle hole.
That. And I think we do that with men, which is why we sit here and we're delusional and we upset ourselves because we're sitting here trying to make a man that doesn't fit the image of a relationship because that's not what he wants. We're different path.
So if you realize this, then why are you not fixing that aspect to not think or go that route so you might have a healthy relationship? Again, am I missing something here? Like, I feel like I'm missing something here.
I don't even think it's necessarily that all the time. I think as women, we're not honest. The reason that, to me, that's that process that you're describing is a byproduct of us not being honest with ourselves first.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like, it took, and we talked about this yesterday.
We did.
We were talking to Rory about relationships, and we had a conversation about failure, the difference between success and failure and how people respond to it. And he said that he thought failure was his greatest teacher, that fucking things up and getting things wrong and making mistakes was his greatest teacher. And I disagreed with that because I feel like sometimes you can really strategize and prepare. I think experience is the greatest teacher. You don't have to fail in order to learn a lesson. You can just go through a situation and literally be a sponge and collect all the wisdom and knowledge from the circumstance that you can in order to make the best decision. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I think the only time you really fail for real is when you do all that preparation and you still, or when you don't do any of that preparation and you're disappointed with yourself and your own performance and how you showed up.
What? Wait, I'm sorry. I'm not sure that would be the right course of action for if you really fail. Am I missing something here? What is she talking about?
Like, it took me a long time to get to a place where I'm like, I want to be married. I want to be married. I want to be married. I want to have a family, but I'm not tied to the idea of having children necessarily.
Right.
If I have them, I have them. If I don't, I don't. I'm not attached to it. I'm not one of those women that feels like, oh my God, I'm 34. My clock is ticking. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the white rabbit from Alice in Wonderland.
I don't know. I think I just lost some brain cells from looking at this video. My take on it is that I don't think you need to overanalyze everything. I think you need to be a bit more vulnerable in a relationship in order for it to be a bit healthier and not try to conform the individual into everything of what you want, because it's going to be a bit of give and take. And based on what I see here, I just think that it's just toxic all around. And yeah, you just stay away, bruh. What do you think? Thanks for watching. If you haven't done so already, hit a like and subscribe to the channel for more. Until next time.